All right, let's give this a shot. I've been wanting to do this since this final happened. So this is back in July 2024, July 12th to the 14th. We hosted the Canadian National Golf Croquet Championship in two flights. Championship flight was played at the North Toronto Croquet Club, and that is the club we are looking at right now. First flight played all the block and most playoff games at the Lawrence Park Croquet Club. The final for the first flight was played earlier on this beautiful Sunday morning between Billy Simmons and Ned Sperry. Ned Sperry won that final. And this is the first shot of the final, best of five final, between John Richardson in all white and Adam Barr in the red Team Canada shirt. I am Adam Barr, your narrator. I've wanted to do this, but I've had some apprehensions. I've been busy playing croquet, but also this is a very interesting match, and this first game does not go my way. And it's going to be interesting watching it back. I think it'll be interesting maybe to give some commentary on what I was thinking and feeling as this match progresses. Interestingly, I don't remember feeling nervous or jittery. This was the biggest match in my croquet career at that moment. It's the Canadian National Championship. John's the number one ranked player in Canada. Definitely someone I look up to in the croquet world. And this was my first final. So I'm getting an early hoop shot here. Looks like I was just trying to jaws that. And if I recall, I think I'm on the wire, unable to score. So John's going to size this up. I mentioned earlier the first flight final. So that was actually played here at the North Toronto Club. The clubs are only about 5 minutes away. So it was nice to be able to bring first flight over, then have people stay. We had big buffet lunch. So we had quite a number of spectators. This final, I believe we started around 11:30 in the morning. So I actually can't remember this, if I thought there was an in-off off my own ball potential, or simply I'm just trying to move red off the wire because obviously black's in a very good jumping position there. I have to think that I thought the in-off was there. Otherwise I could have just played on black. Either way, red is off the wire. So it was effective in that regard. I'm going to line up a shot to take out black. So I was mentioning earlier, I don't remember feeling nervous, but I have had that feeling. I've been very nervous at the beginning of big games. Recently at the World Championship, I remember just Gary Phipps, playing Gary Phipps, not even in the World Championship, but in the warm-up event, the Big Oyster. And my heart was beating out of my chest. I was hoping Gary couldn't hear it. But I didn't have that in this match. But you think I might have, based on how it's going to go. So there must have been something going on. So John has full control of this hoop at this point. I needed, obviously, to clear blue where yellow ended up and have yellow where blue is. I think everything was just a little off for me as we watched this match. You know, I'm making hits, but they're half ball or the wrong side of the ball. I'm shooting hoops, but I'm hitting wires. Swing was not straight. John's put blue into a very good spot. He's protecting black from red. I may have had a piece of black. I may have been trying to hit blue into black. I think I'm wondering here, you know, is he going to jaws this or is he going to score it? All right, so John's up 1-0. He didn't get a great ball through. He's a little disappointed. So I play my yellow down. Not as close as I would have liked. Still in reasonable hoop running position. We'll get a chance to talk about the camera maybe more throughout this. The camera is a 360-degree camera that is mounted to the center peg. We've put a long peg extension. So for this filming, the peg extension was around 4 feet. Camera is mounted to that extension. The camera does not move back and forth during the game. So the camera is completely stationary. It's later on in editing that you choose which way, what's the camera view for any particular moment. So I think red's pretty good there, blocking blue maybe. You see in the background, Phil Parsons has delivered me a cold towel. We had a cooler of those. This was a really hot day. I actually looked it up. I believe it was 28 degrees Celsius, but the humidity was 87%, which when you put that together, it was feeling like about 105 degrees Fahrenheit. It was hot. And it was about noon. And look at the skies. Not really a cloud up there. There's nowhere on the lawn to hide. We got some shade structures around the outside. So I'm staying aggressive here. Shooting this hoop. Looks like I caught a little inside right wire there. Not far off, but not good enough. I did stay in the area. And it's a fairly safe play. You know, red was blocking blue, I believe. So John's done a couple things. They're looking at me so excited. Watch this. Little fist bump. Oh yeah, he got me. I'm wired. He's rolled blue towards hoop 3. He's wired me. So I don't have a lot of options here. I'm going to try to run this through the back of the hoop. Not ready to give up on this hoop yet. Oh, I played a nice one, but unfortunately right back into the jaws. So this is always the danger. John's got to jump now. If he makes that jump successfully, my red ball will be stuck and will not be in the first round battle at hoop 3. John misses the jump. John's a very good jumping player. From short distances, but as well as from long distances. So again, I've cleared black, but yellow is rolled away. Now I'm still in the area, but it's not the shot I was looking for at all. And here's where things really come off the rails for me. So I walk up and believe I've just tied the match 1-1. But if anyone is paying attention, will remember that I did not come through the back of the hoop fully. John's looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I am thinking he's asking about an offside ball. He points out to me that no one has scored. I realize and am kind of in shock. I think I make a comment about the heat. But very rough start. So trying to get back in the hoop. Fairly certain I was shooting at blue there. Wicked off of black, so I'm completely lost. And John has a free and clear shot with blue here to go up 2-0. That is a surprising miss from John. Probably should have clocked that a little better, that maybe he was nervous or something to think about. For him not to hit the hoop there is definitely surprising, but I find myself right back in this. So choosing to go deep a bit. It looks like John was about to play blue again. Noticed that, called them off. He's gone nicely back in front. It looks like red is still open, though. I'm sure he would have been trying to block me there. So this yellow is interesting. I think I would have been just trying to play into position, thinking that I can use red to clear black, maybe to a wired position. But having those balls snuggled up to each other is going to change the options for both of us. So I think I'm just sizing up, if I do take on this hoop, what can black do? This could be a very big moment for the game if I could score this. It looks like black would be hampered getting to hoop 3. Probably if he would just hamper yellow, and in return, blue would end up being the first ball over to 3. But none of that matters. I'm off the post again. This time on the right side. John's come up with a plan, and he's simply blocking yellow fully. making it probably difficult to clear black without putting it into the hoop. Look at that pose, you think maybe I'm a proficient association or six-wicket player, but nope, never played the game. After this, in the months following, I started to learn a bit of association from Alan Giroud, the English player who's moved to Toronto. Best I can recall, I'm thinking maybe blue had the hoop, blocking blue's path to the hoop, but also unlocking yellow should this hoop end. John's just taking the conservative path, clear yellow. He's very much in control of the hoop. He's got two in front, I got two behind. I've got to clear black here. Obviously it's got a very easy hoop. And I need to hit that and stay. But again, I have gone to the far side of the court. I'm pretty frustrated. Gonna get some shade, try to cool down, recover. And John's right back in front. That's a miss. Pretty sure I could see olive blue. So both my balls are about as far away as you can be towards hoop 3. John's gonna, I think, smooth this one through. And he'll be up 2-0. It's a long walk, muttering to yourself. Here's a little camera pan. You'd think we had a guy in the field, but we do not. No ball boys here in Toronto. Would have been nice, maybe someone, grab me that ball. See the Lytton Park Tennis Club in the background. The lawn bowling club, I believe it's 110 years. Maybe this is our 111th year. Right now, we do not have any lawn bowling programs at all. We are strictly a croquet club with lights, dedicated croquet facility right in Midtown Toronto. So red has played short, unfortunately, so John's played a little deep straight, so I can only clear him to the boundary. Gonna need a better yellow here. And yellow's very good. So we're getting our first glimpse at the South Court. Got people playing just some fun games over there right now. So, I'm pretty sure my feeling here was trying to push blue back. I couldn't really put black anywhere where he couldn't still clear yellow very easily. Tried to roll my ball. The idea would to be to hit blue and have red roll forward, protecting yellow from black. I came up a bit short. John's cleared yellow. And this is the precarious part of this is he's got a straight on hoop shot. I need to come up with a perfect block or hit him to the boundary. failed the block. And John's up 2-0, so I think he's freewheeling here. Very straight hoop. Totally makes sense to go for it, and it's a good one. I know he'd like to run down deeper, but going up 3-0 is obviously huge for him. So I'm not in a panic yet. You know, I need this next hoop. Just gonna have to keep giving myself hoop attempts. I think that's typically one of my strengths is my hoop running. Sometimes, depending on the camera angle, you get this weird perception, like it looks like the player is lined up way away from the target. Oh, that would have been soul crushing. John's managed to just wick red and blue and right in to the hoop. I think he hit both wires. I'm quite fortunate, I guess, that he didn't score right there. So red can't do much here, but clear black to the boundary. But again, poor hit by me. I've hit just the edge and gone deep into the corner. So John's attempted to clear yellow, not going to give me the hoop attempt. Very straight hoop here. Didn't notice anything crazy, didn't seem to look up. Definitely hit that with less pace than I typically would. Have to feel that maybe I'm just trying to guide it home at that point. John's played that very nicely. Got yellow quite a bit of ways. Maintained control of the hoop. Putting pressure on me here. Playing for a block. Not a good effort. Now, as I was editing the video, I remember this one. This is where I think we're getting that weird camera perception. I'm not aimed. Yeah, look, it looks like the ball's curving around the earth. But just thinking back, I think that's a poor decision. Unless the hoop was blocking me from hitting blue, I need to be shooting blue there. The block is not. It's just so hard to get right. And obviously, John being up 3-0, he's going to shoot the hoop. Even if I put the block in, he might just jump the hoop. And sure enough, he's through. So it's 4-0 now. So yeah, looking back, I definitely don't like that decision. And I'm short, so I don't remember feeling terrible nerves or anything, but I've got to be tight at this point. I mean, it's 4-0. It's hot. There's a crowd. I'm not playing well. the second time that my first ball to the hoop has been short, and the next one's been a beauty. It's just not putting any pressure on the opponent, though, at all. John goes for the clearance, does a nice job. He stayed in the area. I can't go too close to the hoop. Black will just clear me and maintain position. Looking at it from here, I mean, it looks like John would have the hoop. And based on where red and yellow are, it would not be great for me if he got in the jaws at all. John definitely went for a little gentle ball, trying to put it in the jaws. I would have been in some serious trouble if he had been successful. Yellow would have been in no position to do anything. You know, that's in my jumping range for red, but blue would play before and could have cleared me far, far away. But I got lucky. I say I got lucky, and I'm about to get very unlucky. So John misses. I have, it's my turn to have control. I've got two balls in front. John can't score where he is. I'm thinking here, do I just shoot red? Do I just try to score? And I've decided, no, this is an easy shot, just clear black. And yellow should have a nice easy hoop after that. And check this out. Yeah, I don't know what percentage I would have hit at that speed to move black exactly sideways, the exact distance required to give John a dead straight hoop. But look at me, I am a statue, a broken man at this point. It's 5-0, and yeah, I'm just not playing well. The only thing going for me at this point is it is a best of 5 final. Looks like lunch is being delivered in the back. We've got a bunch of people helping carry in food. I don't remember if I was just trying to clear black or run that hoop from a distance out of frustration. Either way, it passed between both of them. So no good outcome there. It's a beautiful setting, our club here. We're down in a hollow in Lytton Park. Very picturesque, trees all around, quiet. There's Bill Simmons leaving with his, I think that's a gun case that he's got his mallet in. Keep the mallet protected. So that ends up being a good shot in terms of blocking black. I doubt I was trying to sit right on him, but that's what happened. That's my wife in the car reversing there. She dropped off the food. Big thanks to Naomi. I don't think I haven't mentioned yet that I'm the tournament director, manager of this Canadian Golf Croquet Championship the last 2 years, and couldn't do it without all the support. getting a cool look at some of the features of that 360 camera. We can really zoom up and out and make it almost look like a drone shot. So John's cleared me away. Now I remember feeling kind of embarrassed at this point, you know. Definitely, I think, biggest crowd I would have played in front of at this point. A lot of people have never seen me play, and things are not going well. Gotta try and keep those thoughts out of your head. But it crept in for sure. That red was so close to being great, you know. It passed right between the blue and yellow and nearly blocked the hoop. You know, if the score is tight, John probably clears that red. But again, he's up 5-0. Why not go for 6-0? And things are rolling for him, so he makes that no problem. So I'm looking, I think at this point, to get out of the sun, get a drink, and reset. I'm definitely also thinking, though, let's not lose 7-0. The first tournament I ever played was the Quebec Open in Montreal in September 2022. John was there. I'd never played John before. I'd only met him one time before. And just knew him as, you know, the Canadian champion. And second game in the blocks, I'm going to get to play this guy. And I was pretty excited for the chance to, you know, show off my skills to him. And that game went pretty much like this one. He beat me 7-0. Something he reminds me of frequently. So 7-0 in your first ever tournament, okay, but here I am in the Canadian National Championship in the final with a crowd, and it's not what I'm looking for. See on the path in the back, that is John Miles, the club president. He's out to get pictures. All right, so John has finally given me a chance at a nice short hoop. John's there to commemorate the moment when I score my first hoop in the finals to ensure that I don't lose 7-0. Oh, wait. What a pathetic attempt. No, just kidding. Based on the speed I took that, I was going for the jaws, which is risky. Around the hoops, things aren't always perfectly smooth, and I'm not playing well, so I shoved that one right into the post. Obviously, putting that in the jaw would have given me a chance for a couple hoops. But I'm not out of it yet. After a little towel off, reset, let's go. Definitely trying to give red just a little nudge. Get it back in front of the hoop. Just missed. John's lining up something here. Look at that. Goes off the edge of red, clears it, puts himself in the jaws. So, what am I to do here? I could clear black to the line. Hope black misses yellow. Yellow could jump. But looks like I've taken the option, while I can, of clearing the ball from the hoop. Fine and well, cleared it out. Yellow wasn't blocking black anyway, but I managed to move yellow from really good hoop position and leave John this. So in hindsight, maybe I would have preferred putting him to the line and making him hit yellow. If he misses, I jump. If he hits yellow, I'm going to be behind the hoop, and I would have a chance to clear blue anyway. Pretty sure John was not trying to jaws that, but here he is. He's back in the jaw. Now it's more unfortunate. The yellow's been dislodged from directly in front because this is a pretty good angle. Don't really take much time over this. And that's pretty much how the game was going. I mean, that was a good jump in terms of the height. I did not hit black through, but hitting the post pushed black through. So that's game 7-0, but it is only game 1. So we're going to go get some cold drinks and a cold towel, and we will be back for game 2.